Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's probably afternoon for you guys, but anyways, today is the first video where we're actually going to be digging into the E36. Originally, I was trying to fix the car and was going to take the car on a cruise up to Tennessee. It's going to be on a road that was similar to the Tail of the Dragon, but we ran into some issues. It rained a lot. I couldn't get some of the parts in time, and it just a lot of things happened that prevented us from doing it. But that leaves the question, what all needs to be fixed on the car? So to start things off, the major thing that needs to be replaced is the tie rods, tie rod ends, and the lower control arms. And the control arms kind of include the ball joints. The kit that I bought made it a little bit easier to swap out the entire control arm rather than just the ball joint. Alright guys, so these are all the goodies that we got. We got the intake hoses, we got the control arms, tie rod ends, tie rods, and this big old box right here with, look at this, guys. We got the radiator fan and the fan clutch, but personally I think that's a little excessive. We're in the process of getting the car on jack stands, but I just wanted to show you guys what I want to call Spicy Boy Garage. All we really have is a canopy, and yeah, that's pretty much it. There we go. Alright guys, just a little update. We finally have the lower control arm off. I didn't film very much of it because that thing was being an absolute pain in my ass. And I enjoy learning and working on these things, but there's certain things I just can't help to get aggravated at, because like me and my dad spent probably like an hour just trying to get the inner ball joint out that was right here. But I mean, it is what it is. It's a learning process. I've never done this before, so like I can't help to get a little aggravated when I don't understand something. Anyways, I'm gonna try to knock this out and get the other side done ASAP. To further elaborate on my point, this right here, I have to unbend, and there's literally no room to get anything up under it. Eventually I'll get it, but like my point is like there's always some small, like really inconvenient stuff that'll hold you back for like 30 minutes to an hour. I told you I'd get it eventually. It's just the fact that it was a hassle that I can't stand. Alright, well guys, we have ran into quite the amount of issues. I don't know if you, in the last clip, I talked about how I was having a hard time getting some of the things taken apart. Well, that wasn't the end of it. If you watched the story time video, I talked about how my buddy said that removing the lollipops is going to be a pain because this part gets stuck inside of it, so I'm gonna have to cut that out, and I don't have anything to cut that out right yet. The dust boots are bad where the tie rods go, and the kit that I had ordered for the control arms and the tie rods, it did not come with any dust boots, so I got to order dust boots. And then I tried to replace the fan and the fan clutch on the radiator. Well, that didn't work because I don't have this right size wrench to actually turn the bolt, and every wrench that I do have is way too big. So it's just issues on issues on issues, and then it all comes down to poor preparation. I did not know what to expect to working on this car, and I just don't want to make a video where it shows like where I know exactly what I'm doing, because I don't. Like, I'm new to this. This is a new platform for me, and I want you guys to understand that it takes time to actually learn about cars, and everybody makes mistakes. With that being said, I'm going to finish changing the oil and changing the spark plugs, because that's pretty much all I can really get done. Well, so after removing all the spark plugs, I've came to the conclusion that my valve cover is bad. Now you're wondering how I came to this conclusion, but I think it's because there's oil in the spark plugs. On a real note, I was using the ignition coil to pull out spark plugs, and part of this rubber boot chipped off. Down in this cylinder, you can see that little dark black spot on the right side. I'll put an arrow at it. Yep, that's the piece of rubber boot, and that is down in my cylinder head. I don't know if it's gonna mess anything up, but I'm probably gonna full send it anyways. And there we have it, guys. This is the definition of poor planning equals poor result. Throughout this video, I tried to replace quite the amount of things. Tried to change the front steering components, tried to change the radiator fan, tried to change the spark plugs, and the only thing I was really able to change was the oil. And this all comes down to I didn't do the right research, I didn't buy the right tools, and I just did not prepare for working on this car like I should have. With all that being said, you're probably wondering how much I spent this episode. Well, to start things off, the biggest purchase that I made was buying the front steering components, which was the lower control arms and the tie rods, and I paid $150 for the set, and it did not come with boots or clamps for the tie rods, which is a little ridiculous. So I had to order those separately, and that was an extra $8, so it's $158 for that. Had to order 2 different intake hoses. I had to order the elbow and the ICV hose, which was $72. The new fan blade and the fan clutch cost $100, and I was not able to remove the fan and the fan clutch, so I had to order special tools from FCP Euro, which was $33. For the oil, I paid $56, and for the oil filter, I paid $14. And the total for all the parts for this episode comes up to $493. Now, it may be a couple of dollars off, but usually what I do is round up. With that all being said, that's all I got for you guys today. I learned a very valuable lesson, and that's preparation makes everything. I hope you guys learned something, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching. I'll see you guys in the 240 video.